Hi, guys. Welcome back to Open Mind Space. It's your host, AJ, the one and only. And today I got another topic to talk about. Um, Today we're going to be discussing, this episode is going to be about exes and moving on. Yes, I'm picking like topics that are difficult to talk about or like just like are not like we don't really think too hard about. I think, in my opinion, I feel like these are like what the past like the past episode. This episode is like just we don't really unless you're like on like the side of TikTok that really like breaks down like these type of topics, then you'll get an idea. But like those who are just like uh yeah this is what it's all about, to talk about it, to get this shit off our chest. I mean, at least for me. And you guys can like listen and like sometimes when I'm listening to other people's podcasts, I like discuss like what they're saying about themselves. I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do or apply with. So whatever you guys want to do, but hopefully like this is helpful in some way. If you guys are going through a breakup or a situationship or like just a friendship, whatever, moving on. But we will talk about exes first and then the whole process of moving on from that and just moving on from other situations that are related to that. All right. Okay. So that's the introduction. That's the first step. Now we're gonna get like get into it. Um, Exes. Um, Shit. I didn't really have like a like what to say about exes. Like it's literally clearly like exes. Like it's somebody and like somebody you just like not with anymore. Like and it's very difficult. I would say when it comes to moving on from a breakup, especially with if you've been in a relationship with them for like, I would say, over 3 months, because as somebody whose longest relationship wasn't even a year yet, that's like my range. But like if it's longer for you guys, like over a year or something, that is like it's difficult because you share so many like memories and like not to get too deep into detail, but you just shared so much with each other and you guys got to know one another like on a deep level. It's like like you always think, okay, yeah, my parents know me, like they raised me and everything, but there's some things that you can't really tell your parents, and there's some things you just can't show your parents. But when a stranger comes in, it's just like, oh, this is a new person, they don't know me. And then you spend and they don't like I don't know them, so when you guys spend so much time together, you guys like spill out your whole self. I think that's, I mean, depending on how slow you're taking or how you process the whole getting to know each other thing. You just, you know what I mean? So it's fucking difficult to just be like, that shit having like all that shit ending, and then like, like you're like, what did I do? What do I do now? I spent like this amount of time of my life with this person, and now what am I supposed to do? How? And then like, and the biggest thing is like, I still have these feelings for them. I still feel this way for this person, but like we're not together. Like what is it to do? It's a hard thing because there's so many options where you can do. You can either, one, move on, um go through whatever. I think it's best to think about yourself for however long you want to go. I would say that the best decision is to at least think of yourself for over a month. Because if you just like just do give it 2 weeks and then you're just already like talking to somebody, then that means you haven't really processed, like you haven't really like actually thought about yourself. That's not enough time to just learn shit about yourself and love yourself. Like that's not. I mean, I won't say love yourself because I feel like everybody, like, we do love ourselves. Like no matter, like, we may have insecurities and stuff, but we love ourselves, and I think that's a good topic to talk about one day. But we're not gonna get into that. So I feel like just learning to like be better, be a better human being. So if you get into like you break up and then you take 2 weeks and then you're already talking to somebody, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good for you. And it's most definitely not good for that person because you're going to watch. This literally has happened to me many times. It has happened to other people. They will get to know you, like the person who just got a relationship will get to know you and then realize that they're not ready for a relationship. They're not ready for it. And now you're the person who's like, haven't like I don't know, probably haven't been in a relationship in a very long time, just started to open up again, and now this person just like was like kind of get I guess leading you on, and then you're just like, and now they're like no, and you're like the fuck, like you're just like it's just it's worse for that person too. I think a lot worse, a lot worse. But that's what I'm saying. So like take your like if you get into a breakup, take the time for yourself. And when you take the time for yourself, don't be doing no crazy stuff like actually, like I feel like there's a healthy way. There is, not saying I feel, there is a healthier way to be focus on yourself, like you know heal, whatever you want to put it, you know um instead of just going around and then like doing all this bunch of like things that you shouldn't really normally do, what you wouldn't normally do, but you're doing it because your emotions are so all over the place and you don't know what to do, but and you're just like fuck it. Yeah, let's not do that, because if a good person comes around, now you're just like you don't know what to do because you were doing all the, like, you know what I mean, like you just don't do it, just don't. um Take the time for yourself, not even just like for yourself and for your future relationships, whatever you get in, like whatever, and do it healthy, like a lot, like I don't know, the whole finding God after thing is kind of like, I hate to say that it's trendy because it is. If you see these like big like social media influencers, they like get out of these bad relationships, and it's mainly, and I don't mean to like you know pick sides or anything, but usually it be the person that did a lot of fucked up shit that's like, oh, I found God. I mean, like sometimes it's like like they really did, but sometimes it's just like you're just saying that because you're just saying that, and it's very common. So if you find God, I'm great, great. That's so good for you, and I hope that you seriously meet it, and I hope that you follow what he's saying in his footsteps to a good path and a healthier lifestyle, life, whatever you want to put it. But like, don't just be like, yeah, I did, and then not even try to take the steps to better yourself. That's the thing. If you find God, listen to God. God is gonna guide you to being happy with yourself and just everything. If you say that you found God and you don't even take the steps to listening to what he's saying to you or what he's making you feel, then have you really, like, honestly, if we really think about it? So take it very seriously. Be within nature, surround yourself with loved ones, like, and I'm talking about people who will influence you in a good way. Don't be hanging out with all these other people who have these other issues going on and they're doing some crazy ass shit. I mean, yeah, go out, have fun, you know what I'm saying, but like I feel like there's, as somebody who has influenced with certain people and have now influenced themselves with better people, I can literally say that there is a difference. And there's no hate to those who are, you know, when I say good influence, I mean like influence that is going to what your goals, what you have in mind of what your life wants, like what your life want to be, your goals. Surround yourself with people who are able to like push you to become, like, to reach that, not people who will hold you back from it. Because if you surround yourself with people and they do certain things and your goals are pretty big and you do those certain things, then it's just kind of, it's just, there's a lot of conflictation with it. So you got to surround yourself with people who you really feel are going to, I had to, I personally cut off friends that I've been friends with for a very long time because I felt that when we started growing up, what I had to really start thinking of my goals, obviously, and they were not there yet. And so I was just like, okay, well, I can't take a step back for them. I got to keep moving forward. So maybe I got to like stop surrounding myself a lot. Not saying like completely like you're not my friend no more, but like just take a step back, from them, and then have them figure out their stuff, and then once they're like we can both, like whatever. So just like do that, or like I don't know, a lot of different like healthy thing. I don't know. Like me currently, I'm focusing on myself. I just got out of a pretty like my longest relationship. Um, like sometime like months ago, like last year, the end of last year. I'm not gonna say specific date because like I'm not gonna put too much of my personal life on here, but um, yeah, I didn't move on to somebody. Let's just say that I did not expect myself to be into another relationship anytime soon, and I still don't expect myself to be in a relationship anytime soon. And I feel like one of the things that I need to like learn how to not give off, when it comes to if I was to encounter a person and you start getting to know them, like I said, I need to slow down. I need to like not automatically feel make it feel like I want a relationship. Like I need to not be so loving. And it's hard because that's who I am as a person. Like I'm a very loving person. I think it's different when it comes to me loving my friends and then loving a person that I find attractive, and I'm just like, like okay, we could like probably like I could see doing more about like more romantic things with. But yeah, I just need to like level myself with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I just find it so funny how I'm just like able to do say things and then it's like, oh wait a minute, like hold on. I need to do it too. Like that's the whole point of this. It's just fun. But yeah, so like I there's two different okay, you know how people say, because I'm trying not to like expose this person. So there's two different people who get out of a relationship, right? It's that there's the one person, which is people say is the loyal one, who doesn't like get into another relationship right away after they break up. They take the time to heal, to focus on themselves. Those are the loyal ones. That's what people are saying, not me. All right, don't quote me on that, but yeah. And then there's the other person who gets right into a relationship, which is the unloyal one. Let's just say that I am the loyal one, and my ex is the opposite. Okay, that's all I would say. So my healing was a little bit good. Like I was able to move on from my ex because finding out things and just realizing like, oh wow, like this is not really the person who I really thought, like no bad blood with her. Like I hope she like I wish nothing but the best for her, okay? But me, I'm just saying, oh maybe she wasn't the right one for me. Like maybe I like for at that time, I don't know if we would ever cross paths, but now like it was best for us to be separated. Um so um how I moved on, like I didn't like how I usually would. It would take me a long time to move on. Usually, like for me, like it's very devastating breakup for me. It sucks for me really because I feel so hard. I have like my emotions, but this time I didn't. One because I'm in college and it really like, you gotta switch, you have to switch your mind. Like now you're really pursuing your life, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I didn't have the time to grieve like this, like just because I have priorities that I have to focus on. um but I didn't grieve as in like just completely just like push everything away, like stay in my room, lay in my bed, soak, whatever. No, that's not my grieving. I think how I grieve was I started to talk to people. I started to become friends. I started with people. I started to just surround myself, do things that I normally wouldn't do. Like I just started to do things differently. And I think that's what was helping me grieve my breakup. I wasn't alone, and usually, whenever I something happens like that for me, I'm alone. I stay alone to myself. I don't talk to people. Like I have friends who reach out, but I always say I'm okay. Like I'm not honest with them, and I feel bad. Like yes, I'm sorry, I lied. I don't like to lie. Lying is not good. You always should tell the truth. Like even if it hurts, tell the truth. It's better than lying and then finding out like, it just sucks. So I just say I'm okay, but really I'm not. So I've learned to just, do things that will keep that off my mind, and that's how I'm able to move on and grieve. It's just surrounding myself with things that make me happy. Boom. Things Surround yourself with things that make you happy, or do things that make you happy, because it will ease your mind with shit. Um so yeah, but what I did, and this is my advice moving on from just a French whatever, especially when it like didn't end like, hold on, put a pause. I want to say this first before I actually get into like the whole what my thing is about moving on. If you and your ex ended on good terms and you think you guys could be friends, like you guys could do that whole friendship thing, cool. You don't have to do what I'm going to say. But if you feel like even if it did end on good terms, and you just like still have those feelings, and you can't be friends with them, but you want to move on, like you and then but like the whole moving on, yeah, do this. And those who are all like bad terms, but still have feelings, like you feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna meet somebody better, like blah, blah, like just those negative thoughts. Do this, okay? Now that's not the way. My thing, I think this is the I mean, there's a bunch of different ways with moving on, but me personally, I feel like this is the best option. You have to have no contact with this person. Like you need to have them completely out of your life. Especially if you're trying to move on, like literally like not like if this is like you're not going to be friends with them, which honestly personally in my opinion, I don't think you should be friends with your exes, because at the end of the day, like yeah, you may have ended on good terms, but when it comes to your next relationship, you should not be friends with your ex while you're dating somebody else. It don't matter if you can be a grown situation, like it's just, I don't know, it's just not uh, very respectful. I think it's a respect thing, like okay, like I don't know, cuz I can't even give an example, because like with like I can't even give an example with marriage, because if you have kids, then you have to communicate with your ex-wife or ex-husband or whatever. You have to communicate with them. I don't know, like I don't know if people, it depends on the person, but honestly I just feel like like just it's just a respectful thing for yourself and for your partner, your next partner. So the whole like, yeah, so no contact. If you're really trying to move on, you gotta get like, you gotta block them on everything, because you're gonna like say, okay, I'm done with them, but you're gonna check on them, you're gonna want to text them, you're gonna look at their social media, you're gonna, trust me, you're gonna do that. I mean, we all do it, we all fucking do it, who think like, okay, yeah, we're good, like capiche, nah, we all do it. So we no contact is the best option. Me personally, from what I can remember, I think every relationship that I was in that ended, I blocked every single one of my exes. I think, or they blocked me, or we blocked each other. It was something. It had something like we literally just like no, like did not contact each other. We didn't see each other for a very long time. I mean, like I talk like now because this is like these relationships are a long time ago. Like now, I like only talk to like two of my exes, and I don't even talk to them. Like we're not friends. We just chat. Like we just like, hey, how you like, just like check on each other, I guess. But it's nothing to do with that because it's a long time ago. We're in a different. We're different. We grew up. We're grown now. Like we can discuss and like. But if I was to get into a relationship, I would stop talking to my exes. Like I would stop talking to the people who I talk to now. Like even like out of respect, that's what I would do. But like I'm not trying to pursue anything with. I don't have anybody right now, so I don't need to. But just because I'm talking to them don't mean my feelings are gonna come back. You know how like I'm just saying, I don't know, but like currently, like I said, I'm so for real when I say that I'm focusing on myself. Like I am so for real. I be saying stuff, but I really mean it. Like I don't see myself being like thinking of anybody right now. But I will say, like, I'm gonna be on dead ass honest. My like the situation I just got in. Yes, I still have feelings for somebody. I still like somebody. I still like them. But it's not how I used to feel. It's not like how I felt when I first started talking to them. It's not how I felt in the middle of our whole situation. Like, it's not like that. Like, I still like them, but I'm not. Just because I like them doesn't mean that I need to pursue a relationship with them or I need to, you know, whatever. Um, and so like I'm not gonna. It's really like we're technically in a no contact zone right now. Um, but that's all I would say. We're technically in a no contact zone. I like we don't text each other. We don't do nothing like that. Yeah, like speak. You know what I mean? Um, we don't do that. And I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's because to just like it is to move on, but when you start to move on, it doesn't mean you have to like completely like wipe your feelings away from them. It like if you really like somebody, like dead ass like them, then it's gonna take a bit. And then that's also like that makes you realize like you did your best. Like you really like you know what I mean? Like your feelings were very like your feelings were genuine. If you still have feelings for somebody and even in your exes, like you just got like like an actual relationship and you still have those feelings and you haven't moved on so quickly, those feelings were genuine. Like you really did love that person and you did everything you could, but like it's just sometimes things end. Like no, a lot of things end. Our life. Somebody, one of some a person that I watch, she was saying in one of her episodes in her podcast, um, life is ending. Like there's a lot of things within life that end and our own lives end at some point. So at some point it ends. And I mean obviously try to like if it, when it comes to relationships, like obviously don't like think, oh my god, my relationship's gonna end one day. Like think like no, it's not. Like we're gonna work things out, but know that there is a potential there's a like it's not gonna be like no, like we're forever, we locked in. For lifers. Yeah. No, like you just I don't know. I hate to say that you have to prepare for a breakup, but you don't just like put a wall and be like, yo, that doesn't happen. Like you need to like recognize that it does happen. So if there was a time to come, then it's like less hurtful. So like when me and my ex broke up, um we almost broke up the first like there was a couple times we almost broke up. Those times it was hard, like I didn't want to break up, but this time I realized that I just looked and I was just like, yeah, this it's not working out. Like we've done so many things and it's just not working out, so the best option is for us to go our separate ways. And that's what happened. I mean, we did try to do a friend thing, I will say, but like I said, not everything works out, so we don't talk to each other. We block. I mean, I don't know if she has me blocked, but I have her blocked, and I don't worry about her. But I do hope everything goes well with her. Like I said, um, but yeah, like it's. Moving on is very difficult, and there's different types of way to move on. But I think that if you seriously dead ass want to like not be able to focus on another person, and then be actually give yourself the chance to start over with another person when you know you can do it, block your exes, block them, or whoever made you feel some type of way. um Me personally, like situationships, that's on you. You can block them if you want to. If you, I feel like if you got really attached to that person, like attachment, like on a 10, all the way to 100, on 100 to whatever longest scale you want to put it, yeah, block them. I did the same thing with one of my situationships when I got highly obsessed, and I could not, like, I literally did not see them, didn't talk to them, but I would do shit, like I would check on them. Like, no, I could not. I needed to move on. I needed to, for my own sake, and I was not doing it. I was not doing the right way. So I did the no contact thing. I blocked them. God, it was difficult. It was so fucking difficult, but I fucking did it, and look at where I'm at now. Look at where I'm at now. I'm so much. I'm doing so much better, guys. Like, I can't even tell you. That was one of the hardest, like, like, uh, like, I want moments, like, stage in my life, and people don't know that, but it was, and it may seem little to them, but it was a lot for me. A lot. There's a lot of things, and there's some friends who know what the fuck happened, and they know, like, they're like, oh my god, AJ, like, they're like, I'm proud of you, because I it was a lot. So yeah, like that. But like with my situation now with this person, I am not going to do the no contact with I mean, like, we're in no contact, but I'm not going to block them on everything, because it wasn't like that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just really depends on what you want to do and what you think is best for you. But I would say, if you're highly attached, and you, like, you still have this thing where you want to be with them, and you're not, like, ready to focus, yeah, block them. Block them, because you, if you're still in contact with that person, and you say, yeah, I want to focus on myself, you're not going to do that, especially when you know you have feelings for them still, like, to a deeper level. Then then you know that, yeah, you need to block them. You need to, like, not be able to, like, have any contact with them. And when you do it, do not unblock them. Do not send that message. Delete their contact. Do not. If they reach out to you, do not respond. You're in your own era. You are in your era. You are focusing on yourself at that point. You do not let them come back and ruin all the hard work that you've done. Yes, it don't even matter at the time. If it just a whole day to yourself with no contact is amazing, because it's hard. It is one of the hardest things. Love is hard. Oh my god, love is just very intoxicated. Very intoxicated. Very, you know what I mean? I was gonna say a word, but it didn't come out. It was that word came out instead. So it's like, I think it's amazing that you can go a whole day, like, with somebody who you used to love so much, who you used to be attached to too. If you didn't, like, if it wasn't, like, used to be attached to, you got through a whole day not talking to them, like, because you, like, when you do, it's like a daily thing. You talk to them every day. You went a whole day not talking to them. That's amazing. That's a whole accomplishment right there. That's a celebration, dude. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm about to celebrate now because I haven't talked to them for a week. No, celebrate every day, every second, because it's hard. It's so hard. It's fucking difficult. So, like, make yourself feel better in that way. Like, be like, yeah, I fucking did that shit. Like, that, I really, like, that's just a huge step. And I'm proud of myself, because how I'm taking this situation, I didn't do it before. I I say that I didn't learn from that situation where I just said that I was highly obsessed with this person. I've learned. I did. I felt like I haven't learned. Maybe I mean there's some things that I haven't learned that I still need to figure out, but that portion, the moving on part, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not going through that again. I said I would never go through that heartbreak ever again. Don't relationship, situationship, friendship. No. Oh, speaking of which, hold on, let's put a pause. Friendships. I had this one friendship. We were friends for years, childhood friend type of shit. Man, when I realized like it was enough with us, I blocked them. No contact. They talked so much shit behind my back. People talk to me. I was like, I don't care. I don't care what they said about me because I'm moving on. Like I realized the shit that you did to me. I'm going like I'm not gonna entertain it no more. I'm done. I blocked them. I moved on. That's what you do with friendships too. You block them. Move on. Fuck what they're saying about you. Fuck what that means they're just their life is going through like they're going through a difficult time within their life. Their life is pretty miserable at that point. If they're talking shit about you and you block them because you don't want to escalate the conflict or the situation, whatever, then that's your own. But you're ready, like yeah, get out the door, go over there, like leave, like I'm telling you, no contact. I think it's just the easiest way. I mean, there's different ways to move on, but I feel like this is like if you're trying to instantly just like be able to just be like fuck it, like I need to like do that. It's like it's the suckiest one because you talk to them all the time. Now you can't. So I say, fucking do the no contact, block them. Um, am I gonna take my advice? Shit, I'm sorry, I keep hitting the mic. Am I gonna take my advice with the no contact, like I mean like blocking them, um, with the situation that I just got out of? Um, Probably not. It depends on like if it things get I don't know out of hand. I think right now I'm doing fine. I think they're doing fine. Like I think how things are right now is cool. Um, because like I said, I've learned from my past situation where I don't need I stopped doing certain things. I learned how to just like focus on myself without the need to block them, I guess. And like I said, with this situation, I wasn't highly obsessed. Like I wasn't like I didn't get attached to this person. So um it's not it's different. It's different. So like I said, it just depends. But like I said, if you're attached or you just got a long ass relationship with an ex or with somebody, whatever words you want to put it, block them. I don't care. I'm telling you, that's the best way. It's helped me move on. It sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do to be happy. Be happy because it's not good to just sit around and be sad and just angry. Like, nah, enjoy life. Like, move on. Like, life goes on, man. Life goes on. Um, and you know, yeah. So that's my advice. That's really all I had to say about that. Because that's my way. You don't have to do my way. Do what you feel like. But at the end of the day, I feel like when it really comes down to it, this is the best option. This is the best option. And yeah. Also, I just want to say this is off topic, but um when I make when I discuss about stuff like this, I'm going to bring my personal situations in because I'm also learning while I'm doing this about things I need to do. Like I keep repeating this stuff in my head and I say it out loud and repeat it too so it really sinks in. So sharing my personal thing, I try not to like put too much detail because it's not safe to share out my personal life completely out into the whole fucking world like this. But I also want to share it with you guys as much as I can because now you guys can give a sense to what I'm saying, because when you write an essay, they want to know, and you put your own, like, for an example, you put your own situations that you've been through, like they like it, like they understand more. They're like, oh, okay, like that makes the writing better. So I'm making this topic better by expressing my own situations and stuff. But when I do it, it's not bad blood for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna have names. Nobody's gonna know unless I've told you. But like, even if I told you, like, don't, like, no, this is a safe place. This is a place where, there's no hate towards nobody. Like, so whatever situation I bring, there's no hate towards it now at all. Like, it's just all positivity. But there's things that you need to get off your chest that really, like, if it hurt or whatever. So I just want to say that, um, if if one of my exes or my situationship folks, whatever, was to watch this, y'all, it's no hate. It's no hate. Okay, I really hope that life is so much better for everyone. Of you, like, for real. Um, I'm not trying to make it you guys the bad guy. That's the one thing. Nah, nobody's the bad guy. Even though a lot of times I blame myself. I felt like I was the bad guy. I blame myself for being the bad guy in the whole thing. Nah, nobody's a bad guy. So I just want to make that clear. There's no bad blood at all with these experience, like these situations that I've been through and experience. Like, there's gonna be a topic I know for a fact I'm gonna talk about relationship with your parents and like friends. There's gonna be more than just a romantic thing. There's gonna be a lot more, or just people, like different cultures, or like stuff like that, race. Like, there's gonna be different topics. So when I bring my personal stuff in, as much as like the little details I can do, because I'm not gonna share, like, say everything. It's nothing bad, nothing bad. Okay, so I just want to get that off my chest. Yeah, so this is long. I want to edit here because I don't want to make it too long where people are just like, okay, AJ, like, shut up. But yeah, that's my thing with exes and moving on. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed talking about it. I got that shit off my chest. I talk about this thing to myself a lot. I keep repeating like, I talk. I'm like, okay, this is what I would say if I was to make, like, before I did this. This is what I would say if I made a podcast. And so I would just talk and talk to myself. And there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. Do not let anybody, like, squash that. There's nothing wrong, because at the end of the day, the only person who really knows you for real is you. So talking to yourself is not bad at all. So yeah, I talk to myself all the time, and it helps. So it helps me, like, do this stuff. So yeah. Anyways, so guys, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. I don't know when I'll make another one, but I'll update on my social media and everything like that. Um, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you have a wonderful day. And you know, send me a message or leave a comment about how you feel about this, or what you honestly want me to talk about next. I mean, I would love to have ideas. I have my own ideas, but it's great to have other people's ideas. So yeah, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out, gang.